Well, then there we go. Welcome,
right.
welcome to the Brooks and Zach 100 Years Podcast. I'm Brooks.
I'm not.
What?
What? Wait a minute, I'm Brooks.
It doesn't matter anymore.
Okay, so you know I'm not a man of,
Anything. You're a man?
Sure.
Okay.
What is the word? Hyperbole. I'm not a man of hyperbole. So when I say we've reached our lowest low...
We have indeed
okay,
reached the lowest of lows.
Listeners, listen. Okay. I'm not saying that we forgot that we were scheduling a fumigation of the Brooks and Zach 100
That's
Years
exactly
office
what you forgot.
Shh.
You wrote it on the calendar.
Let me finish.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not saying that's what we forgot. I'm not saying that we were both, coincidentally, in the same bathroom when they started, and we can't leave for a week.
A whole week. We are stuck in a bathroom.
Or we will die.
I've already eaten all the urinal cakes, so I don't know how we're getting out of here.
Don't worry, I have a plan.
I already don't like it, honestly.
The plan is we record 100 years.
God damn it.
We gotta meet a quota.
For Leo?
We gotta do it for Leo.
God
do
damn
it for
it.
Leo.
God damn it.
It's
All
like
right.
that Simpsons episode. Do it for her, but do it for Leo.
Okay.
You ever watch The Simpsons?
Yeah, I did before, and then I just stopped because, I got better things to do.
Well, that's what everyone did. I think that's what Matt Groening did.
Who was Matt Groening? Oh, he's the one who wrote it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then his better thing was Futurama.
All right. I want you to know that because we did bring both the microphones into the bathroom, you're going to have such a fun time trying to balance both the audio levels so whatever goes into my mic doesn't appear on your mic and vice versa.
Yes, that is exactly what's happening. I can tell because I'm looking at it right now.
So, worst case scenario, you'll just probably use one mic feed.
Yeah!
That makes most of this pointless. Again. God damn it, Brooks. I didn't want to be stuck in a bathroom for an entire week.
Look. It's all your fault.
It's my fault. Okay, yeah, well, let me just,
Unrelated, I have a fear of accepting responsibility for actions.
It's unrelated, you say?
Well, before, what we went to the bathroom for was the weekly therapy session.
Yes.
For everyone at the Brooks and Zach 100 Years office building.
You tried to avoid it yet again.
Yes, I did. Mm-hmm. And you came into the bathroom trying to drag me back in.
Yet again.
We had a bit of a scuffle. Anyone who's seen the movie Old Boy can condense that to 3 very, very uncomfortable minutes, and that was the fight.
That hallway scene,
the whole movie. The whole movie. That was everything.
All right. You can be Old Boy at the very end of the movie.
I will be Old Boy, yes.
Yeah, and I'll be that guy who watches Old Boy and then ends up shooting himself at the end after he gets what he wants.
And then you're also the girl.
Wait, what? I don't want to be the girl.
You're gonna have to be the girl.
Damn it, Brooks.
Well, moving on. You can't escape the past. Wait, that's not it. You can always move on from the past.
I don't think that's... All right.
Moving on to the news. See?
What?
Nice segue.
That's not even a good segue. We're in a bathroom.
So, there is reportedly no extended cut of Star Wars The Force Awakens planned. People were asking for this because recently a lot of news about the deleted content from it came out, and people were just like, let's do an extended version, director's cut. And then J.J. Abrams is like, I don't really believe in director's cuts. I feel like when the movie comes out, that's the final movie, and you shouldn't go back and change it.
Oh,
and
good.
I feel like that's a sly dig at George Lucas.
That's good. That's exactly how a movie should be.
Unrelated.
Speaking of, back to the topic of the day.
No, we got the news. But this is not a piece of the news. This was an unrelated thing I remember seeing earlier that I thought was funny.
Yeah.
Was there was a petition recently.
What?
This is what's happening now.
Look,
You're taking a Snapchat.
I need to make a Snapchat so people understand what shit this is this week.
The struggles we go through for this podcast.
That's a word.
I admire your commitment to this.
God damn it, Brooks.
There was I remember seeing that
Yeah.
There was a petition.
Oh, good. The bathroom fans have started.
Oh,
wait, and then they went away. All right, never mind. Right. Continue.
There was a petition that people started to get George Lucas back to direct Episode 9.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a horrible idea.
Yeah.
And they're just like, Get rid of Colin Trevorrow. Have George Lucas. It'll be the perfect send-off. Well, we should probably only use the ideas he comes up with. And I'm like, that is not... No.
Remember how well that worked for
Yeah, that
episodes
worked.
1 to 3?
Look, third time's the charm. Wait a minute. Fourth time's the charm.
That's not how it works.
Yeah.
Remember
that's
how
not how it works.
Remember how earlier I said third time's the charm when you wanted to try recording Brooks and Zach 100 Years in the bathroom, and
Yes.
I protested many times.
And it worked on the second time.
Yeah, well, that's... What's the next news?
I got a Snapchat from you. I don't know what it is, so I'll look at it later.
It's the exact Snapchat I
That's
just
the
sent
joke.
you.
That is the
Brooks,
joke.
it's the joke.
That is the joke.
I have to work with this man every week. Every week it's the same thing over and over.
Alex Hirsch
I just don't
is
understand what I
developing
can go
a new
with
animated
everything.
series for
It's just everything is just painful.
Fox.
Everything. I don't understand why. Why do I have to go through with this? Do you understand?
That's just whispering into the mic over
I
there.
just want to know why. Why is it me? Why not anybody else? No, Brooks, I'm listening. Please go ahead. What the fuck? Why me? Why? I had myself this. Keep talking, Brooks. I'm listening to you intently. I'm making sure nothing else I am listening to except your voice. Please go ahead.
Breaking the fourth
Please.
wall a bit, as we are ought to do.
Yeah.
Zach and I are, in fact, actually recording on the floor of a bathroom
That's-
today. Because it is Saturday and we upload these things on Sunday. And we have really no other options.
The other option was to make a mini-sode. We're doing it in a car.
No.
But you...
No, this works. We're good. We got it. We're all good.
This is why I say why every night before I go to
Hey,
sleep
do
I
you
put
want
my
to talk
hands in
about
my
Alex
face.
Hirsch developing a show for Fox?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm listening.
Alex Hirsch is
Fucking
developing a
piece of
show
shit.
for Fox. Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done. Go ahead.
Alex Hirsch. Yeah.
Go ahead.
I know I should probably take that mic away from you, but we can't get it done if you do that.
Go ahead. Alex Hirsch, developing for Fox.
Yeah.
What?
No one wants to say it because Alex Hirsch is like, it's very early stages right now. It's happening, but I'm gonna take a vacation first because Gravity Falls is literally killing me.
Why is it literally killing him?
I might have
Maybe
added that last part.
Oh, okay. Wait, what? Alright. That's fine.
Do you want to do a commentary on...
No, we're not talking about what's in the contents of this bathroom.
That is probably for the best,
Yes.
now that I think about it.
Yeah. Although there is a woman's razor. I believe that Matt is the only one who uses this bathroom. And that is all I will say. That is all I will say.
That is all that shall be said of that topic.
Brooks,
What?
I want to add to that topic. And now I'm going to not add to that topic. I'm just pointing to that object in the corner of the bathroom, and we're not going to acknowledge it. We're not going to say what it is.
We're not going to say what that is.
We're just... All right, let's go on to the next news, Bruce. This is going to be a fast episode. This is going to be a fast-paced episode. We're going to go through all the essentials. We're going to talk about everything, and then we're going to go, all right, we got to sign off.
Ridley Scott is in talks to bring The Prisoner to the big screen.
What's The Prisoner?
It's a TV show from the 60s. British TV show, Ridley Scott. What do you think of Ridley Scott? Did you see The Martian?
Wait, my neighbor the Martian? My Favorite Martian? With Christopher Lloyd? And the sweater that talked? No?
Let's talk about that. Excuse me, what is that movie?
My Favorite Martian.
Please give me a quick summary of it.
Okay, so you got this guy, I can't remember what this actor was, but he was just a normal, typical run-of-the-mill guy, and he's just like, well, I just want to get this girl who really likes me. I have my own house, I just want the girl. And you're like, yeah, that's cool. And then a Martian comes out of nowhere. And you're like, what? And then it's Christopher Lloyd. And he's like, hey, yeah, I'm naked. And I can transform into you. And then he transformed to him. And you're like, what the fuck? And then he had a suit. I think his name was Suit. And the suit talked. And it was like, oh, I'm a black guy, by the way. Blah, 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 blah. And there were these candies a person could chew and they'd turn into an alien, but that didn't become important until later in the movie. And you're like, what? What is any of this? My Favorite Martian. Own it now on VHS.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
I cannot believe you that is a real thing.
I'm gonna look it up. Explain the next bit of news.
Even if you somehow come up with an IMDb page for it, if you somehow show that to me, I will not believe that. I will see it, but I will not believe it.
Oh, weird. It was a remake.
Excuse me?
It was a remake of an older movie. Yeah, it's Disney's My Favorite Martian.
You are lying.
I'm not lying.
You are a liar.
I'm trying to find a better, like... Oh, it was a sitcom back in the day. And then, yep, the Martian has landed. There goes the neighborhood. Jeff Daniels and Christopher Lloyd. There you go. There it is.
Oh shit, I think I've seen that movie.
Yeah. We'll watch it one day.
Okay, good. Do you have the VHS still?
Yeah, maybe. It's on Amazon for $11.
But do you have the VHS still? I feel like that's more appropriate.
I think so. I think I do.
You see, recently, like, my family used to have, like, just a ton of old VHSs that we've just gone through and everything. And my parents texted me, and they're like, hey, do you want any of these VHSs? I'm like, I can't really see why. I'll go through them and see, like, which ones I want. So there's a huge trash bag, and only one survived, which is the 1989 Batman movie. I'm like, I like this movie.
All the others aren't good enough.
Well, I like all the others, but that's, like, the cool one to have on VHS.
Okay, Brooks. I want you to know every time I use your name, it's because I'm acknowledging the fact that we're in a bathroom together. Do you understand, Brooks?
Many events have happened this week to bring us closer as friends.
You say closer together, but look, the way my brain works is, look, I like everybody, everybody's fine, and then everybody has a certain threshold, like a thermometer, if you will, and like the mercury in that thermometer hits the top and then it eventually explodes, and when it explodes, I'm like, alright, every time I see this person for the rest of the week now, it's just gonna be a... Brooks hit this mark on the thermometer last week.
Okay, so yeah, even though this morning I went up to you and I'm like, I don't want to be that friend that if you're around long enough you hate them and everything. But the more I think about it, I'm like, that kind of applies to everybody. It doesn't really matter who you are.
Wait, hold on. We got 2 mics, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, it was poopy. I pooped myself in the... No.
Classic.
Oh, no. You're stuck in here with me, Brooks.
We're stuck in here.
Oh, Christ. So there's fumes out here, and now there's fumes in here. I may have shit my pants. Brooks. I wish I was kidding, but I shit my pants.
22 episodes, everybody. That's how long it took for a poop joke. No, don't waft it at me. Don't waft it at me.
I can't waft it at myself. Do you smell it? Do you smell
Oh,
it?
jeez.
Do you smell it? It's the worst. Oh, God.
I didn't want a fart joke, but because of... Oh, God, I smell it now. Because of that.
I know, it makes... I'm dizzy.
I'll have to decide whether or not to keep that.
Why? You don't want to keep fart jokes?
I try not to, but, I try... We're a classy business.
Yeah, but think
Would you like me to brave the fumes for a bit for you to go to the bathroom?
No, I don't want to go to the bathroom while you are still here.
No, I mean like go outside.
No. I want you to bask in my stank with me, Brooks. Don't worry, I'll hold in the rest of the farts because I can do that. I just wanted to let...
Also, it may be bad for you to do that considering your immediate comments was, oh no, I shit my pants.
I didn't say that. I said, oh no, that was a poopy. Stop hitting the mic, Brooks.
I'm trying not to hit the mic, but you're making me... You did this to me.
Oh, God. Alright, what were we talking about?
Oh, jeez.
We were talking about My Favorite Martian.
Yeah, we were talking about My Favorite Martian.
VHS tapes. Batman was your only VHS tape you kept.
And then you interrupted with that.
Yeah. Okay, so what's the next bit of news then?
Next bit of news is Sherilyn Fenn is going to be part of the Twin Peaks revival. So like,
what's Twin Peaks?
You don't know what Twin Peaks is?
Is that the thing from Back to the Future, the mall?
No,
That's Twin Pines Mall.
Twin Pines. Twin Peaks, however, is something incredibly different. It was a TV show in the 90s made by David Lynch, and everybody loved it. And now it's being revived 20 years later.
Nobody's gonna like it, are they?
No, they aren't, but we gotta pretend that we will.
Okay.
You just bring back the little person in the weird dream sequence who spoke backwards, and you're good.
What?
How many David Lynch movies have you seen?
How many David Lynch movies are there?
There are quite a few.
I don't think I've seen
Have
any.
you seen Mulholland Drive?
No.
Blue Velvet?
No.
Dune?
No.
Eraserhead?
No.
The Straight Story?
No. I don't think I've
I
seen
assume
any.
that joke will be funny as someone who knows David Lynch. But we will watch some David Lynch movies, and then you will never look at me the same way again.
Next week, David Lynch.
Yeah.
themed?
Let's do David Lynch next week. Yeah.
We find out our themes by accident.
Yeah, we do.
All right. So what's this?
So,
Is that the
Person
Sherlock
of Interest is likely on its final season, J.J. Abrams says.
Person of Interest?
Yeah.
Isn't that the thing where it's like, yeah, you know, we have this technology that can locate anybody in the world anywhere?
No, I think it was like Predict Crime.
Oh yeah, that's stupid.
Oh, I heard it
think.
was really good.
Maybe, I don't know. It does follow the same thing as the anime Psychopath, so I dig that, but I thought it was stupid because there was less guns and Rudy Tooty point and shooties. That's what I call guns.
So, speaking of huge
Brooks,
ordeals that we
Brooks,
have to go through,
Brooks, are you
The
ignoring
Revenant.
me? Are you, oh yeah, the Revenant. Is that the topic for the day?
That is the topic for
What
today.
about other news stories? Do we not have
We
those?
do not have any.
Oh.
We are kind of on a shoestring right now.
That's fine. What time are we at right now? We can.
We are at about 16 minutes.
All right.
We can talk about The Revenant for 40 minutes.
For 40 minutes. All right. What we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna view our opinions on it. We're gonna do our thing, but it might be a little bit shorter episode.
You want to talk about Birdman too, just in case?
What do you mean? Why would Birdman be?
Because it was made by the same guy.
Oh, okay. So then, yeah, he's 2 for 2 on this one.
Yeah.
He's 2 for 2.
I think he's made other movies too.
2 for 2.
All right, 2 for 2. Let's start off with The Revenant,
Oh,
the one that's more relevant.
There it goes again.
Yeah.
All right, The Revenant, starring Leonardo DiCaprio and that one kid from Maze Runner who was the dick.
Eyebrows McGee.
Yeah, him.
Although he had a really good performance, so we should
Yes.
probably learn his actual name.
Yeah, you know, if he appears in a third movie, then I will. Third time's the charm.
Okay.
There
And
we
then also my boy Tom Hardy was there.
Who?
Tom Hardy.
Who?
He was Mad Max. And
Bane?
Bane. Yeah.
Bane.
Bane. He was Bane.
Who was he in this
He was the Fitzgerald.
Really?
Yeah.
That was Bane?
Yeah, that was
Neat.
Bane.
Didn't recognize him.
And then my other boy, Domhnall Gleeson, was the captain. He was also Hux in Force Awakens, but he was also in Ex Machina,
Oh,
which is a
great.
movie earlier this year that I really like.
You mean earlier last year?
Fuck did you say, boy?
You realized you could have brought your face closer to the mic instead of the mic closer to your face.
But that would have also brought my face closer to the floor.
You got a problem with having your face closer to the floor, Brooks?
No, I don't.
Yeah, that's what I fucking thought, bitch. Brooks, when you're editing this later at night, I want you to know that I hate you. And no amount of apologizing will ever fix the fact that we've been in the bathroom for 1 whole week.
It was funny because I was listening to that,
No matter
that
what you
in my
ever say.
Spotify was Starbound.
I know you're still talking.
Starbomb, not Starbound.
I'll kill
Starbound,
you.
and that was a bit
I'll
from the end
kill
of
you
it.
before you finish editing this episode. There's not going to be a day
Zach
that
is
goes by.
talking so
and
quietly that I
when
won't find out
I
what it
kill
is
you.
until I'm editing later.
Perfect. The plan is a go. Anyway, so, back to The Revenant.
Back to The Revenant.
I knew nothing about the movie.
You knew nothing?
Except the fact that Leonardo DiCaprio almost died of hypothermia in the movie.
Really?
In the production for it, he almost got hypothermia. And after watching it, I was like, I see why. And he ate a live fish and live dead buffalo. So that was real. And
Yeah,
I was like,
I heard the stories and that the production was pretty hardcore.
yeah, and
And
it
everything.
showed.
Yeah, it did.
And like every moment in that movie, I was just like, shit! Shit!
Alright,
Fuck!
first we'll talk non-spoilers, then we'll go into spoilers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But one of the things I can say is that if you know, like, if you get like a plot summary without spoilers, you can probably guess how it's going to end.
Yeah.
And everything is, it's more the journey than the destination.
Right.
The violent, horrible, horrible journey.
Pretty
Great movie.
Pretty much, Leonardo DiCaprio gets attacked by a bear, and then he gets mistakenly buried alive.
But
But
get it?
what?
Oh, I thought you were making a joke. Because buried.
Oh God! I accidentally said, "Fuck!" I'm turning into Matt.
Yeah, you are.
God damn it, Matt.
This is gonna be your bathroom.
I don't want this to be my bathroom. I don't want this to be my bathroom ever. I don't want that thing in the corner to be mine. I don't want to have that whenever I take a bath.
You take baths?
No, but Matt does.
Oh, okay.
See, look at the shower head. Or lack thereof.
Oh.
Don't laugh so loud.
I'm sorry.
That's mean.
I'm sorry, Matt. We love you. You have a very
Matt,
nice house.
you have my permission to kill Brooks. And I'll help. What? Why do you stop talking? Why do you stop talking whenever I start talking, Brooks?
So yeah,
we're gonna do it, Brooks.
1800s.
We're gonna do it. You and me,
Leonardo DiCaprio
we'll kill
was part of
him.
a
We'll be
group
mad
of,
in 100 years.
fur trappers.
Yeah.
And everything.
Yep.
And they have to make an
certain
event
quota,
happens,
yeah.
and like they have to make their way back to the camp.
Yes.
And while they're on their way, Leo gets attacked by a bear.
Yes.
And oh my God, that scene.
That was just so realistic looking, I think.
And it was
like,
one take too.
Yeah, that. Holy shit. Because, like, you're watching that, and, like, from other, like, movies you see, you're like, oh, yeah, we know how it's going to happen. We know how it's going to end. Good. That's happening. Good. This is happening. Good. Everything good's going to happen. And then it just, nothing good happens.
No, nothing good happened. For me, it was like I could handle it up to a point, and that point was when the bear slashed his neck.
Yep.
And after that, like, he was all raspy. Because his vocal cords got slashed by a bear claw.
And then cauterized by gunpowder.
Yeah, and then cauterized, self-cauterized. And
Jeez.
it was a pretty intense movie. Mm-hmm. So, like, and then the people have to try to take him back, and after it's too much work, they're just like, okay, we gotta decide what to do.
We gotta choose a couple people to stay behind.
Yeah.
And then pretty much they mistakenly take him for he's dead, and they leave him there, and then he's got to outrun a bunch of Native Americans. I apologize.
And yeah, it's pretty much an intense survival story from that point on. Survival/revenge.
What's that one movie? Jeremiah Johnson? What was it called?
I don't know who you're talking about.
Keep talking, I'll find out. Because I told my dad about this movie, and he's like, oh, the story it was based off of was Jeremiah Johnson. That was a true story.
Well, yeah, I know. There was a book that was inspired by a true story, and, like, the movie is an adaptation of that book. So, I'm trying to think. All the performances were pretty fantastic.
Yep, Jeremiah Johnson. He was attacked by a bear, stayed alive, he had a kid, well, not a kid, but he had, like, a little Indian boy kind of thing. Just pretty much the exact same thing. Except the Revenant was more fluffed out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So, there you go.
It was very, very intense.
It was a scary movie, but it didn't have any jump scares or any horror to it. That's what it was for me, because I was just constantly afraid.
You were just afraid?
Yeah, I was afraid, like, what's going to happen to Leo? What the fuck?
I felt the same way during it. It was like...
Although, there was one scene when an avalanche started to happen, and I was just like... Mondays.
But the thing is, after that avalanche happened, but they didn't have to deal with it?
Yeah, so I was like, alright, good. They didn't use every cliche in the book.
Yeah.
They used a couple cliches, but...
It's basically a series of events where the wilderness specifically, kind of just shits on Leonardo DiCaprio.
Constantly,
yes.
Yes. Speaking of shit...
No, please.
No, I'm not gonna do it. I'll poop myself again. It won't even be good poop. It'll be like a wet poop. That face he made.
Why? Why is this what it is in the podcast now?
Well, because, Brooks, when we're in a bathroom, look, typically we're in the Brooks and Zach 100 Years building. Well, we are still, but now we're in the bathroom. But typically we're where we film, and there's posters of movies there. I'm like, oh, good, I can talk about this. Sitting in front of a table, we're sitting in a chair. We have our own mics. But this, we're in a bathroom.
We're sitting on the floor.
My bowels are responding to the current environment. Otacon.
Okay. And great performance from Leo. Great performance from Tom Hardy.
Yes.
From Eyebrows.
Everybody had a great performance in that.
Yeah. And what else can we talk about? The visual style is very interesting.
Yes.
Because
There were a couple like flashback trippy scenes kind of thing.
Yeah.
And at first I was like, what's happening? Why is it? But then I was like, oh right, it's all artistic choice. I got to take my own meaning with it. Yay. I don't like.
You're not a fan of that.
I'm a fan of it to an extent, but if it's so abstract that I have to wonder if my own like, look, I get what he's going for, but is that right? I want to know. I want to know if like it can allude to it, but I don't want the movie be over and then I go on like some online forum and then one person's like, yeah, he was explaining the color red, and the other person's like, no, he was explaining the color blue because of this, and then another person's like, well, it's color yellow because of this, and I'm like, I don't fucking what?
I think that that's sometimes the point of it, where you're supposed to just wonder to yourself about it.
I don't know. I like a concrete kind of nice little. Oh, it was all a symbolic journey for this, and like you don't have to understand it right away, but later on, I want there to be like a whole general consensus.
You should watch the movie. It's Such a Beautiful Day.
What's
on
it about?
Netflix.
Who's?
It is very weird, but very good. It's an animation by this guy named Don Hertzfeldt, who's one of my favorites. And It's Such a Beautiful Day is probably one of my favorite animated movies.
Why?
Now that I've seen it.
Right next to Garzy's Wing.
I don't think anything can quite top Garzy's Wing. But it's up there. It's actually 3 short films put together into one feature length.
Just like Garzy's Wing.
It feels it feels very natural.
So you're telling me to watch Garzy's Wing, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But it feels very natural. It's very artsy, and we can maybe talk about it another time.
Okay.
But I do recommend it. It's essentially about this guy.
Yeah.
Who's dying.
Yeah.
And you go through his stuff.
Yeah.
As his mind sort of deteriorates.
Yeah.
And it's really great.
Yeah.
I recommend it to anyone who's listening, including one Zach.
I refuse to accept any of Brooks's recommendations right now because I'm currently in a bathroom. I'm sorry, I'm whispering into the mic a lot this time, listeners.
I hear what Zach is saying. I'm
going
not
to
waiting
fucking kill
until
Brooks.
editing.
I will kill it. Yeah, no, it's fine. It's not even important at all.
I heard kill him at the end of that.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Okay.
Did you fucking tell him? If you fucking tell him anything, I will come after you. Come on, bro.
So back to the Revenant. I didn't mind the artsy stuff. I know some people complained about it.
Right.
And everything, so I knew going in it would have it. And I think Birdman had similar like artsy kind of stuff and all that. And I didn't mind it. It was sort of like I got the feeling of a vision quest.
Yeah, I mean, I told my dad to watch it because it's a movie he would buy. Because, are we getting into spoiler area now?
Okay. We'll go into spoilers after this. Final thing, go watch it. It's real good.
It's really good.
There was the theater we watched it in. I was surprised it was so packed.
Yeah, me too.
And when I walked in, I didn't want to sound like snobby or anything, but I just sort of leaned over to you. I'm like, there's a lot of people in this theater who are not ready for this movie.
Right.
Because I knew going in a lot of the stuff that was in it.
There was like a loud group of people too in the movie.
Yeah,
I'm happy there was that one guy.
So
That one guy. He just flat out shh, and I was like, good. Batman. I like him.
Guy.
He's cool.
I won't do that myself, but thank you for doing it.
Yeah, I don't have the huevos.
Cojones.
Yeah, I don't have those to actually do it, but that guy did, and I was like, good. He's got a beard. He knows what he's doing.
He knows how this movie is. He's got a beard just like everyone else.
Yes, because it is cold in the movie.
It is very cold in the movie.
Yes.
Okay, so, spoilers. How about that bear?
Yeah, okay, so let me just tell you what I told my dad. I was like, yeah, Dad, I'm not going to spoil the movie for you, but Leonardo DiCaprio, after a series of unfortunate events, he's pretty much left for dead. And
Olaf has left him for dead?
Yeah, he was left for dead, and someone, might have butchered his son and killed him. What would you do, Dad, to get revenge? He's like, oh, I'd do anything. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah. I'm like, well, what if you... And then I told him, like, a couple of things that happened in the movie. He's like, did that happen in the movie? I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh, it's going to be awesome to watch. I got to see this movie now.
Yeah. And your dad, from what I've seen, has very particular tastes.
My dad has a very odd taste, yes.
Yeah.
He is.
That Guy Fieri, man. Beautiful.
Yeah,
he's a beautiful,
he's
beautiful
like
man.
he's a... Oh!
Zach, why? One was bad enough.
I know. The other one was starting to clear out, but I had to tie my shoe, and the way I shifted my legs, and Brooks, if we weren't... Okay, that one...
Oh, God.
No. I'm gonna die in here, bro.
We're both gonna die in here.
What does it smell like, though? Christ. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
It literally smells like rotten eggs. Like, it literally, rotten eggs. I need to change my diet or something, or, oh, God.
I feel like, I feel like us and our friends probably eat horrible, horrible things on a daily basis. I think that's a ghost here.
I think we're all ghosts here.
Oh, jeez.
We're like revenants. Is that a ghost?
No, that's a movie, but
No,
Alejandro.
No, like,
AGI
what's a revenant?
and-
A revenant? Isn't
What
that
is a revenant?
That's a ghost. Oh, fuck, I'll Google it. Keep
Okay,
talking, whatever
yeah.
we were talking
I'm
about.
gonna keep talking over this thing because we don't know how to do these types of things.
We just had an existential crisis in the middle of the podcast.
Yeah, and we had to cut it a little, and then
Because we didn't know what we were talking about.
we didn't know what we were talking about. We never know how to talk about just a single thing for an hour. We cried. There was lots of crying. I hit Zach. I
Look,
said
man.
sorry. He hit me. He didn't say sorry because he's a dick.
Look, man, I'll beat the shit out of you.
But, you know, we're going to experiment
Oh,
more with the format.
A revenant is a visible ghost or animated corpse that was believed to return from the grave to terrorize the living. The word revenant is derived from the Latin word revenens, returning. Also see the word French for revenir.
Like how Leo was literally crawled out of his own grave.
Or, you know, how he kept seeing his dead wife.
Oh. The titles are so good. It's a great movie.
And Birdman was about a man
who was a bird. And Babel was about.
I still
fucking,
need to
I
see
don't know.
Babel. I still need to see Babel.
I haven't seen it. I think I know what it's about. I think
Probably
it's
about the Tower of Babel.
No, I think it's about people with different languages, which is also the Tower of Babel.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ! Yes, yes, yes. Anyway.
I don't know. We don't know what to do anymore, so we're just gonna wing it.
We did. Look, we've stuck with the whole hour podcast thing.
Because I think it's a good idea.
And because we've pretty much been going off the exact format of the Weekly Planet, was what you say.
Yeah, very inspired. And I want to break away from that.
Yeah, what I think we need to do is I don't know. I mean, we're not good at the news.
Let's just everything and nothing.
We keep improvising the news.
Yeah.
We're not good, I think, at it.
No,
we keep
we're
finding
not.
things. What are we good? Oh, we can try
we
shit.
continue with the narrative of 100 years.
Yeah, what do you mean narrative? We live it.
Yes.
This is the 100.
We do live 100 years. That is what we do on a daily basis.
Yeah, too bad Janine didn't bring us our coffee. We'd be a lot nicer.
Fucking Janine.
God damn it, Janine.
Of all the people
Look, well,
to survive all of it.
Honestly, she's probably on her way up here.
Oh, the fumigation.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's why we haven't gotten our coffee. Huh.
That's why we're on edge. So, this is a landmark episode. Episode 22 of 100 Years. We now decide that no more news. No more what you're keeping up with. No more nothing.
Are you sure? That's quite a lot of everything.
I know. We're gonna carve out our own little piece of podcast land is what we're gonna do.
It's like our podcast used to be a nice, elegant horse.
Yes.
But it started to have its leg buckle on us, so we shot it down and we realized, well, the inside...
Its leg didn't break yet.
Yeah, we thought it did. It was actually just like...
It was just sort of he was just sort of laying down as if
a little bit of
was
mud
sleeping.
got on it, and we...
Yeah.
And
it's weird that he would be laying down and trying to sleep in the middle of the night when we snuck up and shot him.
And as you... And as you were explaining that to me, I'm like, yeah, it is pretty weird as I dig my steak knife into its sternum and just start gutting the horse. Going, yeah, what can we work with in here?
And then we take off our clothes and crawl inside for warmth.
Together. And then we go, no homo, right? And then
it's like, yeah.
And then
I hold my heart locket, and then I'm like, I open it up, and there's Zach making a weird face as he was like about to sneeze, but he didn't end up sneezing. I remember that day. It was a cold July evening, and the sun was high, except it wasn't because it was evening, so it was kind of like middle. We were eating at a crab restaurant.
It only specialized in crabs and crab byproducts.
Crab and crab byproducts. We were enjoying these crab and crab byproducts.
The only drink they served was either a crab milkshake or salt water.
Or just a crab in a glass.
Yes, I had the crab in a glass. You had the salt water.
Yes, I did.
I don't know why you had the salt water. You know you couldn't drink
it's
it.
through a very complex series of self-loathing and stupidity.
Okay.
So, and then I watched you.
Yes.
Your hair glistened in the sunlight.
I have pretty short hair.
But it still glistened.
It still glistened. It was like little.
I don't think we're alone.
It's probably the ghost of Janine.
Okay, I have a plan.
All right, what's your plan?
You are going to stay here for a sec.
Wait, what?
And entertain the masses while I go out and try to find that ghost.
I don't think you should
I will be right back.
Don't you? Wait, I see a hole in the door. A little bit of the fumes have been getting in.
Look,
have you been breathing?
If I hold my breath for long enough,
it turns left. Oh, Brooks, no. God. Well, all right. I mean, I haven't been hearing anything. Is he dead? He might be dead. You know what? This reminds me of a fun story I think I will share with you, listener. I would say listeners, but I know it's just one. So, there once was a young boy, and his name was Little B. And Little B was the nerdiest and least liked little boy in all of the land. Now, Little B, sure, he was not liked, and no one liked him, and he smelled really bad, and he offered to, give a ride to his friend, the Big Z. But he never followed through with it, and, yeah?
open the door.
Why? I'm gonna let the fumes in if I open it.
Door.
But I'm just in the middle of telling a story
Do it.
about Little B and Big Z.
Just do it.
Fine.
Oh, God.
Christ. What the? What the fuck? What are
I
those things?
scavenged.
What did you scavenge?
I did not find the ghost,
No.
but I did find a lot of wonderful, wonderful gifts.
I don't know what any of these are. What are you...
Pick up the pop filter again. Okay, so what happened was, remember when I said I didn't find a ghost?
Yeah?
That was a lie. I
What?
did find a ghost.
You just said that 10 seconds ago.
I'm also a pathological liar.
Is that a lie?
So, these things that I found.
You didn't answer.
So, let's look at what we got.
We
have this wrench.
Yes.
We can use it to build our way out of here.
I don't think
We
that's...
have a bottle of Febreze.
I might
spray
drink
bottle.
it. I might drink that.
Yeah.
It's better than talking to you.
We have our only source of food, which is the chunky salsa medium Tostitos. This podcast is brought to you by
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not.
You enter the code. If you go on their website, enter the code. This is a real code and not a fake code.
/100 years.
/100 years.
.jpg.
You will get 5 at least of these thrown through your window.
Thrown. They may be empty. They may also
We
be
have
brick shaped.
Our only other source of food is this Xbox 360 controller.
What do you mean food?
What do you mean food?
Is the podcast a fever dream now? Is that all this is?
I think the fumes are starting to begin. Remember when I said I just had to hold my breath?
You didn't hold your breath.
That was also a lie. I did not hold my breath at all. I actually breathed a lot. Because I tried it first, and then I'm like, wow, this is really hard. Oh, ooh, I better start holding my breath more, because since I started thinking about how hard it was to breathe,
You're saying as you're
very heavily.
You're saying as you're throwing all these
Yeah.
random objects.
Look, the thing is,
Why?
the fumes were also burning my eyes. If you haven't noticed, they are now
They're
bleeding.
bloodshot.
They're bleeding and bloodshot.
Color red. Scarlet.
So I am currently blind.
You are.
Yes. And now here we have the other things. We have 2 VHSs.
They're
one
not
is for Oh Brother Where Art Thou.
Okay.
And one is for The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. Let's open this up. Let's open this.
They're not.
Hang on.
They are just stacks of envelopes. I don't want to tell Brooks he's wrong, but
Okay, listeners.
blind.
I apologize. I opened up the VHS tape for The Fellowship of the Ring. It's actually Look Who's Talking To.
He's just making up. I don't know what is that last thing?
The last thing is Because of Winn-Dixie
Okay, that's
by
Why?
Kate Di Camillo,
What's happening now?
and one box cutter.
Give me the box cutter.
No.
I don't feel comfortable with you having a box cutter.
I don't feel comfortable with anyone having a box cutter. So...
We're not flushing it.
Aww. Just throw it on the ground then. Also...
I just want to understand what your thought process was when you left the room and you're like, yeah, I could use some of this. Some of this.
I told you I was blind.
Did you see Janine? Did you see Janine while you were out there? Well?
That might be Janine.
Huh.
I think we... Wait a minute.
What?
Were you the one who scheduled the fumigation?
Yeah, why? Oh.
No, I mean, like, did you actually schedule it for today?
Yeah, today's the 10th, right?
No, it's not.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Hold on, let me look at the calendar.
That's a shampoo bottle.
That was a shampoo bottle. It wouldn't tell me the date if I tried.
Don't worry.
Where's...
I just realized I don't have my phone either.
Hold on. Oh, wait, I have mine. Why didn't I look at it? Yeah, it's the Oh. It's the 9th.
Who's fumigating our building? Listeners?
Huh.
I think we may be in the middle of a hostile takeover of the Brooks and Zach 100 Years office building.
Well, we might as well plug everything and just hope for the best.
Look, okay, alright. We need a plan.
Yeah.
We will... Ooh, this is...
Yeah?
This is really bad.
Yeah.
This is actually really bad.
Alright, well, here's what's gonna happen.
Oh, there were a lot of corpses outside.
Wait, there were a lot of corpses and you didn't think to mention that first before...
Look, I really wanted to show you all the stuff I found.
Is that mustard gas? It might not be fumigation gas. It could be mustard gas, Brooke. That's why your eyes are bleeding. That's why there's a bunch of boils on your skin.
Oh, I was wondering about the boils. I'm like, did I have those? I probably had those.
That's...
I think we're under attack.
I think we are too. Who would want to kill us?
Is that
Probably
those people walking around?
Probably everybody would want to kill the 100 years. That's why...
We're gonna form a short list.
In Crimapalooza, who wouldn't want to kill us?
Okay, we're gonna have to do some investigation.
Yeah.
And some planning to get out of here.
Yeah.
Listeners, we will plug our stuff now and get back to you at a later point in time.
Yes. All right, so I guess you could follow us on Twitter. Is that one?
Twitter, yes, Twitter's one of those.
What was that? I'm sure it was nothing. It was
okay. You can follow us at 100 Years Pod, but also at Squeezing with Cheesy and at Brave Snuggles.
Yep.
If you have any idea who's invading the Brooks and Zach 100 Years Podcast office building, please email us at the address of brooksandzach100years@gmail.com.
Title it "Help Us, Please Help Us."
Help, please help.
All right.
Send help as soon as you can.
And I'll just sign us off like how I normally
do the normal sign off.
All right, just close your ears for a second and open your eyes and widen your lips as if they're being puckered by a lemon themselves. You are kissing a lemon. The lemon, it just, you can't stop and you won't stop, and now you're wondering what's happening to them. Are they breathing in too many fumes? Well, you're correct. You gotta put all 4 of your fingers and then your fingers on your forehead and then your thumb under your nose and just squeeze until you have a pig nose and then say, "Brooks and Zach 100 years." Thank you everyone for listening. It's a good time.
See you next time.
Oh
hopefully.
God, probably not. Jeez.